In 2024, Japan exported a record 1.57 million used cars. Dealers from London to Nairobi kept saying the same thing. The interiors looked barely driven, even after 25 years. Meanwhile, the average American steering wheel carries 4 times more bacteria than a toilet seat. That gap is not explained by one miracle product. It traces back to a system most of the world has never seen. Dealers across continents have learned to watch Japanese auction listings like hawks. A 2024 record, 1.57 million used vehicles shipped out of Japan, has turned ports in the UK, Kenya, and New Zealand into showcases for what many call the cleanest used cars on earth. In London, a veteran importer puts it plainly: "I will pay a premium for a Japanese sedan because the interior looks like it rolled off the lot yesterday." You just do not see that here. This reputation is not just folklore. Auction data from USS and JU confirmed that nearly 80% of exported vehicles earn interior grades of A or B, the top 2 categories. For buyers, that grade is not a number on a page, it is a guarantee. An A-grade cabin means factory-fresh upholstery, original color and texture, and no stains or fading. Even a B-grade, by Japanese standards, is cleaner than most showroom cars in the US after a few months on the road. The effect ripples through the market. Dealers report that a Japanese exported Toyota or Nissan can fetch up to 20% more than a domestic equivalent, solely on the strength of its interior. In Nairobi, used car brokers have standing orders for Japanese imports with grade A or B cabins, knowing they will sell within days. This premium is not about luxury or status, it is about trust. Buyers see a spotless cabin, and they see proof of careful ownership. For exporters, every scuff or stain can mean thousands of dollars lost at auction. The result is a global market where interior condition is not just a detail. It is the difference between a quick sale and a car that sits unsold for weeks. The world is voting with its wallet, and the verdict is clear. The Japanese system for keeping car interiors pristine has real, measurable value. Inside an American car, the story is different. The typical vehicle on United States roads has already seen 12.8 years of daily life, almost double the lifespan of many Japanese exports. Over that lifespan, the interior becomes a battleground of habits and convenience. Nearly 1 in 5 meals is eaten inside a car in the United States. Coffee cups wedge into cup holders, fries slip between seats, and fast food wrappers pile up on the floor. It's not just crumbs and spills. A 2019 study found that the average steering wheel in America harbors about 4 times more bacteria than a household toilet seat. The cabin, designed as a mobile living room, turns into a catch-all for forgotten snacks, gym bags, work papers, and pet hair. Cleaning often takes a backseat to busy schedules. Surveys show that most owners vacuum their interiors only a few times a year, if at all. Air fresheners and wipes are used to mask odors, but deep cleaning is rare. Sun exposure through untinted glass bakes the dashboard, causing plastic to fade and crack, while spilled drinks soak into the upholstery, leaving behind stains and lingering smells. The result is a slow, visible decline. By the time a car reaches its second decade, the interior may be faded, sticky, and cluttered, less a space to be respected, more a disposable container for everyday mess. For many, the car is just another tool, not a possession to be cherished. The consequences are clear. Resale values drop, and the idea of a showroom cabin feels out of reach. In stark contrast to Japanese exports, the American car interior tells a story of use, neglect, and the quiet cost of treating a vehicle as temporary. Centuries before the first Toyota ever rolled off an assembly line, Japanese culture had already laid the groundwork for a different kind of care, one rooted in the word motenai. First recorded in Buddhist texts as early as the 13th century, motenai expresses a deep regret over waste, a sense that every object, no matter how ordinary, deserves respect and gratitude. This philosophy found new life in modern Japan, echoed by Nobel laureate Wangari Maathai at a United Nations summit, and even adopted by companies like Mazda to promote sustainability. Motenai is not just about recycling, it is a mindset that shapes daily routines. In Japanese schools, students clean their own classrooms and hallways, learning early that shared spaces are everyone's responsibility. That lesson follows them into adulthood, where the family car is treated less like a disposable tool and more like a valued companion. Alongside motenai stands omonashi, the ethic of wholehearted hospitality. It is visible in every detail, from spotless train stations to the way a taxi driver arranges seat covers before a passenger steps in. Applied to cars, it means anticipating problems before they arise, wiping down surfaces, airing out the cabin, and removing shoes on rainy days. Together, motenai and omotenashi become more than ideals. They are habits that guide how people interact with possessions, turning routine cleaning into an act of respect. These values form the invisible backbone behind Japan's reputation for immaculate car interiors, and they set the stage for the legal and economic forces that reinforce them. Every 2 years, Japanese car owners face the Shaken inspection, a legal hurdle that costs between $800 and $1,600 per visit. Instituted in 1951, Shaken covers everything from seatbelts to the smallest upholstery flaw. Ms. Aiko Saito, a certified inspector, says that a scuffed dashboard is a warning sign, not for safety, but for care. Even minor interior marks can mean mandatory repairs, with seat or dashboard fixes averaging 32,000 yen in 2023. The cycle begins after a car's third year, and the financial pressure is clear. Many owners sell before the next inspection, leading to an average turnover of just 5 to 7 years, about half the lifespan of a car in the United States. In Tokyo, registering a car requires proof of a legal parking space, often costing 100,000 yen a month, or about $750. Most cars spend their lives indoors, protected from weather. Japanese drivers log only 6,972 kilometers per year, compared to 21,879 kilometers in the United States. Less mileage means less wear, fewer stains, and interiors that stay pristine. Laws and economics quietly turn careful maintenance into currency, rewarding spotless interiors and fueling a market where low mileage, well-kept cars are always in demand. Auction house floors in Japan hum with activity as over 150,000 used cars are graded and sold each month. For Mr. Kenji Fujita, a senior manager at USS, every auction sheet is a scorecard for care. The interior grade, ranging from A for pristine to E for severe wear, does more than describe a cabin. It sets the car's value. A single letter can mean a difference of hundreds of thousands of yen, Fujita explains. Cars with an A or B interior routinely earn a 10 to 20% premium at auction, and that difference follows them all the way to export markets. Dealers and brokers study these grades closely, knowing that an A-grade cabin sells faster and commands trust abroad. Behind many of these top grades stands a quiet revolution in cleaning science. In 1954, Yukichi Tanaka founded Soft 99 in Osaka, aiming to make gentle, effective car care part of everyday life. The company's flagship products, Rumpia Wash Mist Plus, Fabric Seat Cleaner, and Fuso Coat became staples for owners who wanted to keep interiors looking new. Rumpia's antimicrobial mist and the low pH fabric seat cleaner are designed for regular use, lifting stains and protecting surfaces without harsh chemicals. Fuso Coat, introduced in 1990, set a new standard by adding a durable, dust-repellent barrier to plastics and leather. Mr. Yukichi Tanaka's philosophy, protect what you love, waste nothing, echoes in every bottle and spray. Today, Soft 99 holds a 22% share of Japan's interior care market, and its products are frequently cited in auction manager reports as a factor in achieving those coveted A and B grades. For sellers, a routine cleaning regimen is not just about pride. It is an investment that pays off when the hammer falls. Inside a Japanese car, everyday protection starts with habits that target the three silent enemies of interior longevity: moisture, odor, and sunlight. Bamboo charcoal bags, known as taksumi, sit tucked under seats or in cup holders. Each bag, costing less than 800 yen, absorbs humidity and volatile organic compounds for up to 3 months. Studies at Nagaoka University found that 2 bags can cut interior humidity by a quarter, reducing the risk of mold and musty smells that haunt older cars. Silica gel packs, swapped out once a year for about 200 yen each, handle the last traces of moisture, especially during Japan's rainy season. Sunlight is only part of the threat. Left unchecked, direct sun can turn a dashboard into a brittle, faded shell. A study at Arizona State University in 2022 measured dashboard temperatures in direct sun at 157 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to warp plastics and bleach color in a single summer. In Japan, a 2,500 yen sunshade blocks up to 85% of incoming ultraviolet, sparing owners the cost of a dashboard repair that can run 200,000 yen or more. Window films, while pricier up front, further cut cabin heat and nearly eliminate ultraviolet exposure. The 2-minute rule, cleaning any spill or stain before it sets, costs less than 100 yen per use and saves hundreds in potential upholstery repairs. Add up the full regimen: charcoal, silica gel, sunshade, wipes, and cleaning spray, and the annual bill lands between 8,000 yen and 12,000 yen. That is less than a single professional deep clean in the USA, and a fraction of what dashboard or seat repairs cost after years of neglect. Japanese owners are not paying for miracles. They are buying time, one low-cost habit at a time. Right now, the average Japanese car interior outlasts its American counterpart by decades, not because of new technology, but because of a mindset. As global exports surge past 1.5 million a year, the real lesson is this: respect and habit, not price or product. Decide what endures. What will yours be?